Hello, everybody. Welcome to my bare bones kitchen. Let me flip this a little bit. I really tried to adjust all of this before I got online, but sometimes when I get in here, it just looks so much different. So there you have it. Welcome to my bare bones kitchen. Cheers all. I am your culinary coach, Harmony. If you have bare essentials or bare knowledge, I am here to hopefully make your life a little easier. That is my goal anyways. So cheers again. So we're getting to that point in the year where it's almost over with, and we're going to have like holiday after holiday after holiday, and you're going to wake up one morning and not even know what freaking day of the week it is, okay? I know for myself personally, it's getting into my busy season at work, and it can be a little overwhelming. So, yeah. I'm trying to make it easier. My number one thing when I get to that Thanksgiving dinner is I love sweet potatoes. I love them. I used to not love them. I used to try to go and eat them when I was a kid because, you know, your mom makes that big, huge pan of these sweet potatoes that has that big marshmallow fluff on it. And that's all you want as a kid is that marshmallow fluff, right? You just want the marshmallow fluff. And so I remember going and grabbing a big old stack of it, and my mom would be like, remember, you got to eat what you take. And I'd be like, I know, but it's going to be good because there's marshmallows on top of it, right? Have you done that? Because I totally did that. And then I was mortified to find out what was underneath it. It tasted like trash, like straight up trash. Then, as I got older and realized, hello, Miss Sue, and realized that my palate was a little different. I was diagnosed with connective tissue disorder, and in the midst of that, I changed my diet a lot, trying to figure out what worked and what didn't. My rheumatologist wanted to give me some pill that like killed my entire immune system, and I'm going to tell you I wasn't having that, and thank goodness I had some good supportive people, well, a good supportive person that was with me that was like, we're not doing that. You're just going to keep a food journal. We started watching the things I ate, the weather that was going on, and between her and I, thank you, Miranda, because I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. We kind of discovered things that make my body lock up, if you will. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't drink beer, but I do it anyways, because sometimes things are just worth it, yo. They're just worth it. I don't eat red meat on a consistent basis anymore, but one of the things that I had to incorporate was eating sweet potatoes, because actually regular potatoes are from the nightshade family, and those actually attack arthritic points in your body. So yeah, good times. So some of my very favorite things, i.e. tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, eggplant, all of those are nightshades, and they're really not good for you if you have any kind of arthritis or anything like that in your body. It's like it doesn't, I mean, they're good for you, but they're not good for you if you have certain things. So do your research, y'all. Do your research. So then I got into a sweet potato thing where that's all I ever bought. Well, unfortunately, per usual, I'm the only one in the house that likes sweet potatoes. My daughter will eat them every once in a while, but for the most part, I'm the only one in my house that eats them. So I typically buy one because I'll eat the whole thing. Whether I peel it, as I have done here, or throw it in as a baked potato in the oven or the microwave, whatever I choose to do at that moment, because sometimes I just throw it in the microwave, 8 to 12 minutes and you're good to go. Just don't forget to pierce it. Don't forget to pierce your potatoes if you're doing them in the microwave. But they're delicious to me. I don't buy them on the regular, but I do love them, and I do get cravings for them every once in a while. So I'll eat them then. What I thought was really interesting is I was actually doing some research before I hopped on here, because I'm like, Why is it always like sweet potatoes, yams, sweet potatoes, yams? And let me back up for a minute, guys. If you were that same kid like I was, with that big pile of marshmallow mush all over the top of your delicious Thanksgiving dinner, and you hated it as much as I did, try a fresh sweet potato. Fresh sweet potatoes make the biggest difference in the world, and I promise you will not probably be disappointed. I'm going to say promise and probably. That's kind of a contradictory statement, is it not? But definitely try a fresh sweet potato because it may change your world. I'm just saying. So, let me get back on my brain train again here. There is a difference between a sweet potato and a yam. I did a little bit of research before hopping on here, and long story short, all of the things that you're seeing in the grocery store, unless you are in like an international type market or a specialty market that are marked as yams, are not probably yams. They're probably sweet potatoes. Yams look a real yam looks a little bit more like a yucca plant. If you've ever seen like a chunk of yucca in the grocery store, they're kind of woody looking, kind of like a bark on the outside. So just be aware of what you're buying, guys, and you'll get them that are orange in the middle. You'll get them that are white in the middle. You can find them that are purple. The actual flesh is purple. So just be aware that the things that are marked yams are probably not yams. And guess what? Big shocker here. Marketing scheme. That's why we interchange them here in America. Besides that, we're rebels without a clue. That's how we roll, right? All right, so I'm just going to cut this little guy up, this gigantic guy up. I'm going to put my heat on my stove, on my pot. I just have a little pot here because I only have one, at a medium-high heat, so whatever works for you. And then I always like to cut my sweet potatoes in rounds because for me they're easier, so I do rounds and then I stack them on top of each other and cut them in like wedges. Does that make sense? Baked sweet potatoes are the best with butter, salt, and pepper. Yes, they are. Throw some cheese on that, Sue. I am not even kidding you. It's delicious with cheese on top. Done it many a time. And again, anytime you're cutting stuff like this, you just always want to make sure that your sizes are kind of equal, because then they're going to cook at a similar rate. They're going to get done at a similar rate. So whatever that size kind of looks like to you, typically when I'm starting, the ends will be a little bit longer. The other pieces will be a little bit shorter, but they're also a little bit fatter. So just kind of judge it on you. You don't have to do bite-sized pieces. You can do whatever you need to do. If you want to do strips to make it fun or different, do that. You know, again, I'm never one to tell you exactly what you need to do because maybe it doesn't work for you. Okay? Maybe it's not all right with you. And that's perfectly acceptable, guys. Perfectly acceptable. All right, this is getting a little hot now. Woohoo, I can feel it. I'm almost done cutting up this sweet potato. Anybody started their other holiday shopping? I actually did that. You know, it's funny, when my kids were small, I used to tell them that I had a meeting with Santa Claus. That was how I went shopping. And meeting with Santa Claus. I told my 14-year-old that the other day. I told Zane that the other day. He was like, what? I go, do you not remember me telling you that? And he was like, no. So I said something to Jasmine about it, my oldest, and she was like, I totally remember you saying that. I think that Zane just doesn't care enough, honestly. All right, I just have some coconut oil. Feel free to use whatever oil you would like. I personally like to use coconut oil when I'm doing sweet potatoes because to me it gives them a little a little bit of extra flavor, and you can get coconut oils that are not flavored. I just happen to buy one that's kind of lightly flavored. The Costco coconut oil is lightly flavored. So that's what I like to use when I'm doing sweet potatoes. But again, you could totally use a little bit of vegetable oil. If you're going to use olive oil, be really careful because it has a pretty low smoke point, and when there is smoke, there is often fire afterwards. And again, this is just replacing that marshmallowy, disappointing fluff. So I'm just putting this all in the pan. And hopefully all my chunks are pretty similar as far as size goes. Like, yeah. That's what I always look for, is just similar in size. And then I like to rock it out with some salt and pepper, you know, my favorite duo. I do not, however, add the trifecta. I don't add my Weber spices. I just do the salt and pepper, and then I throw in a shot of nutmeg. I like the nutmeg, so I go kind of a little crazy on it. But it is very overpowering. If you're not a fan or you're not familiar, start low. Don't just dump a whole bunch in there, because it is definitely something that you have to get used to. And then I'm just adding some cinnamon. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know where the cinnamon came from. It looks like Walmart, but I don't remember buying it. The random things you find in your cupboards, I guess. And then pretty much I just kind of let it do a simmer type thing on a medium-high heat for a little while. And then I'll turn it down and let it chill. Usually about 10-15 minutes, maybe. You can check it, and how you're going to know that it's done is you'll just take like a fork or a knife, like the tip of your knife that you cut your potatoes with, and kind of stab it in there just like a regular potato. If it goes in nice and easy and comes out, you're good. You're good. Move on to the next item. I'm going to tune that down just a little bit, and I'm going to grab a lid so the steam kind of helps it. The steam will kind of help cook it, so that's it. So easy peasy, right? Like, you can't get much easier than that, I don't think. So tell me, do you like sweet potatoes? Are you not a fan of sweet potatoes? Do you have a recipe that's not full of marshmallow goo? Not that that's bad, because I really do like the marshmallow goo. I'm just not a fan of the canned potatoes it usually comes with. I can't even deny that. Cannot even deny it. I'll tell you, my lovely friend Vanessa makes a sweet potato dish at Thanksgiving using Fireball. And if you guys can find that, I'll eat the whole pan. I'll eat it by myself. I don't even care. She's like, I wasn't going to make sweet potatoes. I'm like, no, please, tell me. Tell me. I will buy everything for you if you make them, because they're so delicious. You're not a fan of sweet potatoes, Chad? That's funny, because you eat mine. Don't forget, on next Saturday, the 27th, Nicole will be in here with me. Well, actually, I'll be at her house probably, because she's going to show us her tips and tricks for baking good cookies, because we all know that time of year is coming as well. Cookie tips. And then I have to get back with my friend Sarah for the homemade ricotta, which I'm super stoked about. Keep following or subscribing to my YouTube channel. Keep following me on Instagram. I'm still blocked from Facebook, so that's why I'm here, gracing y'all with my presence here. I feel like I'm starting over, like learning to walk again every time, right? I feel like a damn Foo Fighters song, y'all. Every single time. I like start building up some steam and momentum, and then something happens. Not always because of my stupid mistakes either. So now we're getting some condensation. I just dump it right back in there. creates some more steam. And I like to stir it because I don't want the bottoms of my potatoes burning. I did enough of that on Monday. If you didn't catch that Monday video, you totally should. They were still really good though. They didn't even taste that burnt. You like it that burnt? They were good. They were good. Yeah, so that's it. We're going to do this for like 10 or 15 minutes. Make sure that if you want cool Bare Bones Kitchen t-shirt, that you send me an email and let me know. bareboneskitchen12@gmail.com. Share the love. If you know that somebody is struggling in the kitchen, I have quite a few of my friends that struggle in the kitchen, so they always come back and watch replays or join me live. I love being passed around. Pass me around like a, let's not even go there, y'all. Let's not do that. We won't even go there. We're not going to do that. Nope. Not saying it. Anyways, pass it around, share the love. We'll just go back to peace, love, groovy. Yeah. That's all I got for you tonight. But I will be back on Monday for Monday Morsels. Not sure where I'm going yet with the whole Thanksgiving theme. I know that we're getting close. We're getting close. We're on it next week. Do not forget to take your turkeys out and start thawing them out on Saturday, or they might not be all the way thawed out by the time you need them. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. You got questions? Put them in the comments. Let me know if you're a yam, sweet potato yam, whatever we call it here, in the comments. And have a lovely evening. Stay warm because it's getting cold outside, guys. It's getting cold outside. Thank you.